This is Sensei Michael with another question on Singapore mathematics. Now, this looks like a very easy question for a secondary school student because in secondary school, you will have learned to multiply both sides by the same number and to get and to cancel each other out. So in this case, if this is a secondary school question, we will multiply both sides by 25. So 0.16 times 25 times 25. So what is going to happen? Well, these two cancel each other out. So leaving us with A is equals to 0.16 times 25. So A is 0.16 times 25, which is 4. Now, this question actually comes out in a primary school question in Singapore. And in primary school, we haven't taught the student this. So what do we teach is to match and to find equivalence to each other. So that's why we teach patterns as early as primary 1. So in this case, this is a question that is getting the student to convert the decimal to a fraction. So in this case, 0.16, 0.16, what kind of, how do you convert it to a decimal? So when we look at 0.16, we realize that there is 1, 2. So 2 zeros. So 16 over 1, 0, 0. 2 zeros, as you can see here. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is the conversion into decimals. Okay, so when you convert a decimal to a fraction, sorry, you simply change, you keep the numbers inside and then you count the number of decimal places and you put a 0. So in this case, the left-hand side is 16 over 100, the right-hand side is A over 25. Now remember I speak about equivalence. So a student is expected to understand, hey, this 100, if I divide by 4, I will get my 25. Okay, so if I divide by 25, the bottom, divide by 4. If I divide by 4, the bottom, I will get 25. So the same thing, the top divide by 4 also. Remember, what you do to the bottom, you must always do to the top to make sure that your fraction is an equivalent fraction. So once you divide top and bottom by 4, you get 4 over 25. So 4 over 25 is still an equivalent fraction to 16 over 100. That's why we divide top and bottom by 4. So it's equals to A over 25. So by the principle of equivalence, if the bottom matches 25 and 25, the top must also match 4 and A. So that tells us that A is 4 because they match on both sides, you see? The bottom 5 match with 20, 25 match with 25. The top 4 matches with A. And that's how we get our answer. A is equals to 4. And that's Sensei Michael on Singapore mathematics.